Hi, my name is Vena. I'm originally from Rare, but I live in Nandi. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm John from Kornabuan, Tafua. I love listening to Today FM. It rocks.
Bula, I'm Teopola.
Bula, I'm Atlisi.
We love listening to Today FM because it rocks in Ba.
Hola, my name is Tisal. I've been listening to Today FM.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Good evening, I'm Amrita Priyadarshini and this is FPC News. Tonight, villagers angered by Health Ministry statement. Man charged with 72 counts of rape. And farmers call for increase in milk prices. Villagers from the island of Goa are angry about the statement released by the Ministry of Health in response to the deaths of 4 people from fish poisoning. They are claiming that the statement is not true. Ali Kimbia has the story.
This statement was released by the Ministry of Health yesterday. Responding to questions sent by FBC News, the ministry said the doctor stationed on the island wasn't there because he had accompanied a seriously ill child to Suva for specialist medical assistance. However, families of the 4 victims who died from fish poisoning claim the information is not true.
They are saying that the doctor took a patient to Suva, and this is not true. The doctor was away from the island about a month ago and were also told that he was on leave, and we have been asking for another doctor to come and relieve him.
Matai Tonga says this is not the first time and the absence of a doctor has been an ongoing issue.
There are a lot of times there is no nurse in our village health center for about 2 to 3 weeks, and sometimes they told us that there is shortage of nurses and doctors, and this has happened. So what will the Ministry of Health say now?
Questions sent to the Ministry of Health to clarify these claims remain unanswered. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
A man appeared in the Bar Magistrates Court this morning charged with 72 counts of rape and 1 count of indecent assault. He was arrested after the victim, his daughter, reported the matter to police. It's alleged that the father assaulted and raped his daughter numerous times between 2014 to 2015. At the time of the crime, the victim was only 16 years old. The case is being transferred to the Lautoka High Court due to its seriousness, and the case will be called on January 19th. Renewed calls are being made by dairy farmers tonight for an increase in the price of milk paid to them. Those who spoke to FPC News say that despite the increase in the cost of maintaining their dairy business, milk price they receive has remained the same. Roland Koroy reports.
Dairy farmers at Vunindawa who spoke to FBC News claim that for too long they have been treated unfairly.
This is a very serious situation we are in now. We have been struggling so much and crying for help for so long, but still there's no help. It's our individual efforts as dairy farmers that's keeping us going, but I don't know how long we can continue to struggle like this.
Farmers claim that milk prices have remained the same for far too long, despite the increase in the cost of living.
The milk price, you know that it has been there for same, for last time when this restructure has taken place between FDL and FCDL. 78 cents per litre for premium, and if it is not that good milk, then you got 62, and then the third grade milk you get 50 cents per litre, something like that. So the price has remained same. The cost of the feed and cost of the dairy things have gone up. So that hasn't changed after so many pleas.
Some farmers have opted to turn to other forms of income, but leaving dairy farming completely is not an option.
We can leave dairy farming because milk brings us income every day, unlike ndalo and other crops that take months to mature and be sold. I just hope we can be assisted so that we can improve the industry.
Questions have been sent to Fiji Dairy, but no response has been received yet. Roland Koroi, FBC News.
Villagers on the island of Yandua in Bua fear another major heavy rain may cause a massive landslide in the village. Heavy rain brought about by TD04F last month caused a landslide which destroyed a classroom block in the primary school on the island. Eleanor Terangaivu reports.
Tropical Depression 04F brought with it the heaviest rainfall Yandua villages have ever experienced, and it caused a massive landslide which totally destroyed a school building containing 2 classrooms at Yandua Primary School.
It was about 5:30 a.m. on that Sunday morning when the mud and soil from the hill flowed into the village. I went up to the school just in time to see the hill behind it slip and slide onto the classroom, destroying it. It was a frightening experience.
Village headman Meli Rokumbuli says they are grateful the landslide happened during the school holidays when the school is empty. Yesterday, a team from the Commissioner Northern's office visited the island to carry out a detailed damage assessment.
We will need a machine to clean up this place, and we are grateful that the government officials are looking to this.
The heavy rain has also caused a big crack along the hill that lies behind and above the village, sparking concerns of another landslide should there be heavy rain.
We will seek the permission of the landowners to clear the place and take down this hill as well.
The Ministry of Education has also visited the island, providing a tent to the school to be used as a temporary classroom. Eleanor Terangaivu, FBC News.
A 4-year-old girl of Rokavuaka village in Ra died in an accident yesterday morning. Police spokesperson Chakatamangeo says the accident occurred at around 10 a.m. It is believed the victim was splashing water with other children as part of the New Year celebrations when she suddenly crossed the road. As a result, she was hit by a vehicle driven by a 57-year-old man. The girl was rushed to a nearby hospital but was pronounced dead on arrival. Police investigation continues. After the break on FBC News, FERCA to publish vehicle landing costs. And woman celebrates 100th birthday. Stay with us.
मेरा नाम कमल रोशनी है। हम लोगों में रहते हैं और मिर्ची एफएम सबसे बेस्ट स्टेशन है।
हमारा नाम मेसी है, हम गोल्ड टाउन तापुआ में रहता है और मिर्ची इज हॉट इन तापुआ।
Hi, we Bagels. We love Mirchi FM because it's hot.
निवेश तमरा में रहता हूँ, सुनता है यहाँ मिर्ची एफएम is very hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Welcome back to FBC News. The Fiji Revenue and Customs Authority will publish the landing cost of imported vehicles in tomorrow's Fiji Sun. The public can also access the information from their website. FERCA was tasked to publish the landing cost of vehicles during the 2016-2017 National Budget announcement. In a statement released this afternoon, FERCA is warning traders that they will strictly monitor the new customs duty imposed on the importation of used or reconditioned hybrid vehicles. Chief Executive Vishwanath Das says a team is out in the field pre-duty to ensure motor vehicle dealers adhere to the duty rate changes. Customs infringement notices will be issued to dealers found abusing the system.
Penalty for for each offence is a minimum of $50,000. So technically you can say each vehicle a dealer sells without passing the duty on a duty-free vehicle, they can be subject to a $50,000 fine.
1,627 Fijians have been assisted so far under the second phase of the Help for Home initiative, which started a week ago. Pranita Prakash reports a total of $5.5 million has been spent under this phase to date.
6 new hardware companies have been engaged in the second phase of the Help for Home initiative.
The vendors on board are Dayal Somilis, CBS Power Solutions Fiji Limited, Rocky Hardware, Kasabias Limited, Refrigeration Electrical Services Limited, and Harun's Hardware. These are the 6 vendors on board, and actually it was very encouraging to have their presence at the distribution centers. While I was there in Wulindawa yesterday, I saw their presence. In fact, people can take assistance from them then and there as well. If they need any information, the vendors were there on spot to provide those informations.
An interagency team has been touring the Naitasiri province to register the affected people who are in need of the assistance. Others who have gone ahead with the rebuilding can still apply.
There are people who have already built their homes or put a shelter. But for those people, there are provisions for a refund. So people who have already built their homes, they were affected by the cyclone, but have already built their homes, there is a provision for a refund, provided they provide the ministry with all the relevant information.
The government has allocated $20 million for the second phase of the initiative. 123,000 people were assisted in the first phase at a cost of $86 million. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
The Ministry of Forestry has developed a program that will strengthen sustainable forest management and conservation for those communities affected by disaster and climate change. Deputy Conservator of Forest Semi Draunimbaka says the program will inform rural communities on how to maintain biodiversity. Kelly Vidala reports.
Called Biodiversity Conservation and Protected Area Management, the program will educate people about conserving natural resources for future generations.
This program will be able to be given out to communities who can be trained on specifically on forest biodiversity and protected area management. So the target groups mostly are the communities, conservation officers, Turangani Koro, forest wardens. So this curriculum is designed so that people at the community level can be able to be empowered.
About 25 stakeholders met today to share their ideas and come up with solutions that will be implemented into the program.
If they are well informed of what's happening to their natural resources, they should be well aware of the things, the advantage and the effects.
The resources are not just meant for us, but also for the future. It is a way of conservation for future generations.
The purpose of the program is to strengthen sustainable forest management. It improves productivity and waste management. It also builds technical knowledge and expertise in forest conservation and protected area management. Kelly Vathala, FBC News.
Certain areas in the central and western divisions are without power supply. The Fiji Electricity Authority says they lost their transmission line from Manasavu due to a lightning strike. FEA technicians have been deployed to carry out emergency repairs to their system. Residents in certain parts of the central and western division had also experienced power outage yesterday due to a lightning strike as well. Well, can you imagine what was life like on January 6, 1917? That's the day Louise Sale was born, and today marks her 100th birthday. Sale could only sing her birthday song when she celebrated with family and friends at the Home of Compassion in Tamavua. Anna Ravulo has more.
Happy birthday to you.
This is the sound of Louisa Sale's family and friends celebrating a century since her birthday. Sale's daughter Dolores Rose, who traveled all the way from the United Kingdom, says it was humbling for her to see her mother turn 100.
It's wonderful because not many people reach 100 years of age. And although she's very frail, but she can hear, she can understand what we are saying. It's just a milestone to be 100. Not everybody's 100, especially in Fiji these days.
Traveling from the UK, Rhodes did not come empty-handed as she brought a birthday wish from Queen Elizabeth.
I wish I got the letter from the Queen when I'm that age. I think it's wonderful. I was very touched. I was really moved. The Queen's letter is quite special, and if she knew and could understand, she would be really, really pleased as well.
Rhodes says that she believes that her mother has lived this long due to a better diet and hard work. Anna Ravulo, FBC News.
Sports is up next, and here's Jamie now with a preview of what's coming up.
Thanks, Amrita, and good evening in sports after the break. Fiji FA welcomes new national football coach. And Fiji Open gaining a lot of attention in the region. Details after the break.
Membula
naka na yavangunga andi moal ranalika o tikongona tauna singatoka ando talitaka na wakaronga ng Bull FM nambanduwa na sere.
Ya dora subuni kurna bili. Ibora ni batu kara hambara binaranga. Do talitaki na wakaronga ng Bull FM nambanduwa na sere. Bula!
Bula FM nambanduwa na sere.
Fiji football's newly appointed national coach Christophe Jamel arrived into the country this morning. The former Paris Saint-Germain assistant coach will be put straight to the test with only 2 months to prepare the national side for the World Cup Stage 3 qualifiers. Rohit Deo reports.
Frenchman Christopher Gamel has already mapped out a vision for the Fiji football team. Speaking to media minutes after landing in Nadi today, Gamel said he's ready for the challenge.
I'm ready. I have been really welcomed by my colleague, and I have to adapt myself very fast, and let's go for the work.
Gamel explained why he chose to coach Fiji.
For a new culture, for a new vision of football, and also to apply my vision of football with all the staff which will be involved in this process and in this challenge. It's a big challenge.
With the World Cup Stage 3 qualifiers less than 2 months away, the newly appointed coach knows he has to keep the ball rolling.
We have to be very clear and very focused on our objective. I think I have seen a good potential in the team.
Gamel replaces Australian Frank Farina, who was sacked after Fiji football team's poor performance at the Rio Olympics. He is a professional football coach and has a Union of European Football Associations pro license. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
Vodafone Fiji Sevens coach Gareth Baber believes the Fiji Sevens side is a very hard team to beat when it plays to its best. He says his job is to isolate them from distraction and make them as consistent as possible. Baber adds his first goal is to get the boys on top of their game come the Wellington Sevens.
I'm not going to be their best friend, but obviously, I'm here to ensure that I'm trying to get as much out of them as I possibly can and make them the best players they can be. Obviously, I'll look at the opposition. That's my job to do, and I'll try and create some elements within our game that can force pressure on whichever of those opponents. But they're all tough opponents. They're all in the HSBC World Series.
The Fiji Open and Para Open Table Tennis Championships are set to start next week. Fiji Table Tennis Association President Anthony Ho says the championship is becoming very popular in the region. Meli Tuvanga with the details.
The Fiji Open and Para Table Tennis Championship is well known in the region as it attracts overseas players.
People that are from all over the world are eligible to attend, and it becomes a tournament where people gain ranking points at the regional and international level. So we're quite happy that there's quite a number of top overseas players coming in from Australia, they're coming from New Caledonia.
Ho says stiff competition is expected from overseas players.
We have about 10 to 11 top players coming in from different countries, plus also from the Pacific. Already in Fiji is our top player from the Pacific, Joshua Singh. He's been the two-time Olympian, and he's by far the best player in the Pacific right now from Vanuatu.
He adds this is the last time the championship will be hosted at the Table Tennis Center in Lovala, as they have been told to find another location.
Fiji Table Tennis is very desperate, looking for another venue to continue our development plans and our competitions for the whole of the next year.
The championship kicks off next Tuesday and run until Saturday. The 2017 Fiji Open and Para Open is an important tournament for our local players, both able-bodied and para players who wish to be considered for the national squads. Meli Tavanga, FBC Sports.
The Jet Runners Club in Nandi will host a 5-kilometer race tomorrow. Club president and former national long-distance champion Abhishek Kumar says the event is to welcome the new year and to prepare the members for the upcoming season. Registration for the event tomorrow morning starts at 6:30 with the race an hour later.
We want to start so early because we want to test the fitness level for our elite athlete so that we can prepare them well for the Oceania Games and Mini Pacific Games. That's why we have changed our plan this year, and we'll have races every fortnightly so that we know where our athletes are and where they are going.
Roy Krishna scored a goal for his Wellington Phoenix side in the Hende A League, but it wasn't enough as his team went down to Perth Glory 2-1 last night. Krishna also copped a red card in the match, the first in his A-League career. Chelsea's dream of 14 wins on the trot to achieve the most successive wins in English Premier League history came to an end yesterday at the hands of the Tottenham Hotspurs, the Spurs beating the Blues 2-0 in front of their home crowd. That's it from sports this evening. It's back to Amrita now with business.
The much-awaited Fijian Tourism Development Plan will be released in March. Minister for Tourism Fayaz Koya says the plan is projected to summarize the government's vision for the industry. Koya says it also highlights measures which need to be put in place to make towns and other centres more attractive to visitors. Australia remains Fiji's biggest visitor arrival earner, followed by New Zealand and America.
Once the development plan is out, you'll get to see what it is that we actually want to do in the next 5 to 10 years. Look, it's a hugely important area for our economy. It brings in the most.
Well, sunny spells across the country early in the day changed to cloudy skies and light rain in many areas this afternoon. Most centres reported temperatures in the lower 30-degree range. For tomorrow, a mixture of sun and showers can be expected around the nation, especially in the north. Now looking further on to Sunday, it should be a fairly sunny day with occasional patches of light rain across the nation. At sea, east to northeast winds 15 to 20 knots and moderate to rough seas are expected. Recapping the main stories, villagers angered by Health Ministry statement, man charged with 72 counts of rape, and farmers call for increase in milk prices. For these stories and others, tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. Now to the poll question. Should the residential and ground rent freeze be lifted? Answer, visit our FBC website. You can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email, citizenseyes@fbc.com.sj, or share it with us via our Facebook page, FBC News. Or you can also follow and tweet us your news clips at FBC News or simply #FBC News. Until next time, good night.
Hola, we from Latoka. We love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hola, my name is Kanto. I'm from Ba. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Mula Fiji, my name is Florence Ratu. I'm from Corner Number 1 in Tavua, and I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits every day and all day.
Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm from the soccer crazy town of Ba. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.